Hello, welcome to the Critically Curious. I'm the Monk, and today we are continuing our Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlords series. We have started a few episodes ago, and we began to build up a little bit of passive money. I wouldn't say this has been the smoothest playthrough so far. We are doing things a little bit differently. I'm trying to focus on just making some early money, trying to make some passive income as well. I really need to start upgrading my troops. I want to be moving around the map. I have currently basic base tier troops. That's not really going to cut it. We have been improving our gear as time goes by, so we're going to be looking at these things today. Obviously trying to make some money. Now this is yet another tournament. It looks like we've got a very good horse up for grabs here, so I'd like to win this tournament. We are, of course, really early on. We don't have much skill or ability in anything, but hey, look at that. We got a javelin kill. I'm going to take that because I was hoping to wound him. We haven't been doing very well with one-on-one fights at the moment, so I figured, use the javelin and weaken him before we get a chance. Now, this is an all-out fight. There's 4 of us in here, no teams. Last one survives, wins. I think last 2 probably move on to the next round, to be fair. I'm not overly confident in my abilities in one-on-one combat at the moment. I feel like they've nerfed a couple of things. Shield Bash, I don't know what anyone else is thinking. I don't know what anyone else is feeling, but Shield Bash for me just is not working the way it used to. I feel like they changed that ability. Perhaps it gave way too much of a stun, so they're trying to, make up for that. But let me know down in the comments if anyone else has noticed that or if it's just me. Not sure I can. Not really doing a great job at hitting them at the moment. So we should go through to the next round no matter what right now. See, it's just there's no stun with it at all. But there is stun with the kick, so maybe the kick's the way to go. It's a little bit harder to land, obviously, and it totally leaves you open, especially if you miss it. But maybe the kick's the way to go in the future. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with Bannerlords this year, whether they bring out any new content or meaningful updates. We haven't really got a look at anything going forward right now. They have just released an update. I think a few people probably had like a small update. Not too long ago, and that was just a basic, general fixes and stuff like that. No real changes. I think they brought in a few more looks at some armor and stuff like that, but that's pretty much it. There's been nothing on the horizon to look forward to, unfortunately. But I'm interested to see what actually happens this year. I'm sure that they've got something, some kind of mods or something down the pipeline. We are out of javelins, but it doesn't appear that the enemy are out of javelins. In fact, he has an unlimited supply, which is kind of annoying. At least my javelins kind of hit. I mean, they're stuck to his shield, so that's something, right? I should get a point for that. Okay, we're through to the final. We're not making any money through betting anymore. So betting, or we're not making a lot of money through betting. So betting's kind of not really worthwhile for us at the moment. But we are into the final. This horse is very worth our time. Did we miss again, or did it go onto the shield? It went onto the shield. He blocked it. Ah, we got that one though. Switch to our sword. And we got a hit, which is cool. And again, one more. Come on, one more. There we go. And he's down. Well, that was a pretty easy round. So we won a tournament. We're starting to get back into that winning tournaments. We did do not great on this playthrough so far. We've won probably about 50% of the ones we've gone into, which is a bit of a shame. But hey, we just won one. We just got an amazing horse. The horses are why you want to do the tournaments. You want to find every single horse you can, win the tournaments, and then sell the horse. As you can see, we got 15,000 dinars for that, which isn't bad, actually. We will totally take that. Maybe a good idea to start building up our supplies of things, maybe finding a good run. We are here deep in the south, depending on which way you have the map. But we are around the desert, so we might be able to pick up one thing or two that we can kind of sell. Trading is a way that I would like to quite earn some money. We're avoiding smithing this time around, or avoiding exploiting smithing is what I should really say. Big battle here, 17 versus 23 troops. So we are outnumbered 6 troops here. Let's see what we can actually do. Now my problem is that I don't mind doing these big fights. I quite like doing, you know, larger fights or fights in general. The problem is I'm only still using tier 1 troops, which is a huge problem, and I need to upgrade at some point. I'm a bit hesitant to upgrade, because I'd quite like my passive money to keep churning on by. I need to upgrade my clan tier, so that way I can have more companions, for instance. But yeah, upgrading is something I do need to do, because before long it's gonna be an issue. Tier 1 troops aren't nice and cheap, but at the end of the day, you're not really utilizing the factions as good as you should if you're just running tier 1 troops. Like, for instance, Valandia. Valandia have really good infantry troops if you just upgrade 1 or 2 times. The same with Britannians, have really good archers if you just upgrade 1 or 2 times. And it's not really going to cost you a huge ton of money if you was to do so. Especially as we are actually making passive income now. It's probably a good time to start sorting it out. I guess I'm preventing myself from making that jump. You know, at the moment, I'm quite happy just running around and making my small deals here and there and just enjoying the game for, you know, at a slower pace. We got some goods there to sell. Nothing good, but we can sell it and make a few dinars. Now we do need our troops to heal up. Walking around with so few was not a good idea. Probably a good idea to actually try and recruit some more. I think always walking around with less than 20 troops is, you're asking for trouble really from the raiders. I wonder if they've got any cheap fish. They do have some fish. It looks like we might be able to make a half decent profit off fish as well if we buy these. Nice. We need more troops, so we might as well get them from here, at least for now. Let's see if we can sell some of this jank. We don't really need it. Definitely don't want a horde of gear. gets unruly after a while. Plus, we don't actually have a castle of our own yet. So in other words, we can't, we can't keep it safe. I know some people do like collecting the finest armors and sticking them in, their castle of their choosing. Oh, we're faster than him. We're definitely going to get him. I think we're actually faster in desert. I think that was the cultural bonus that we chose. I think we did it for the old trade, the positive trade, because we wanted to be a little bit of a trader in this playthrough. I still need to get rid of this pole arm, or get a better one. Just get a better one could be good too. See if we can hit anyone with these javelins. Never been good with the javelins, but throwing weapons in general, to be honest with you. If I had to make a tier list for... Oh! Oh, what did I do? I just killed my own dude. Well, that sucks. He was just hired, I swear. Oh well, he didn't last very long. Did not last very long in my... See, this is why I shouldn't have javelins or throwing weapons at all. I cannot use them. I was going to say, though, if I was going to make a tier list for, weapons throughout this game, I think throwing weapons for me would be last. They really would be at the bottom there. I think one-handed is the most universal weapon. Two-handed is... Honestly, I love two-handed weapons. I think two-handed weapons are the way to go. Absolute S-class. You can one-hit people on horseback. They're amazing for siege warfare. The major downside of them is that you do not have a shield. That's problematic. Love two-handed weapons, though. And then you've got the polearms. There are some really, really good polearms. You can absolutely slay on the back of a horse with some of these polearms, especially some of the perks you can get as well. So I do like polearms as well. It's hard to choose sometimes between your weapons. Bows, I have began to get better at bows, but honestly, they're not my go-to unless I am in a castle defense. I'm probably not really going to go for a bow, no matter how much I try to get myself better, to get myself more interested in a bow. This isn't Skyrim, and yeah, I just feel like you can kill so many more people with a two-handed weapon than you can a bow. But that's just me. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite weapon is and why you think I'm wrong in the order in which I'm prioritizing weaponry. Yeah, it's a little bit funny that I just killed my own dude with that javelin. Bless him. He just got in the way. Let's be honest. I had a perfectly lined up spot, and then he just sidestepped. It's terrible. Terrible of him. I'm going to try and sell our fish for a bit of a profit. We'll see if we actually make it and manage it. There is a bit of a profit to be made here, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, we did actually get some trade skill on that too. Now, I do think it's a little bit of a shame. I think it's a shame that it's only profit on the item that levels it up. I think trade needs to be worked, because I know that when I very first heard of this game, I loved the idea of wandering around and just being a trader. That's what I wanted to do. That's how I originally wanted to play the game, and I feel like it's hampered a little bit. But maybe that's because the community exploited it. Maybe it got nerfed because of those sort of reasons. And that's the same with smithing as well. Smithing used to be a lot easier to get the money out of. Of course, the community wants money and they want it bloody fast. So, you know, trade, smithing, those sort of things are good ways to do it. But I think it's a single player game. It's okay, you know, allow it. I think that smithing and trade should be linked. I think you should be able to earn trade experience off you know, selling your smithed weapons. But that's just me. Do 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 do. What have we got? Now the fish here is actually cheaper than I was originally buying it for. I'm going to need some more horses to carry all of this, but that is cheap fish. I need to start building up my horses as well, my pack mules, so that way I can have more things. Like then there was so much fish there, but I just don't have the capacity to carry them. I don't ride around with that many troops either, so it's one of those. Trying to find that balance in your playthrough. And I'm not willing to go big just yet because I still want to build up some cash. Although we're still quite early. We are still quite early on in the playthrough. Although I would have probably joined another kingdom at the moment. I would have probably joined a kingdom, become a vassal of that kingdom, and been involved in the wars nice and early. If I wanted to, you know, the quickest route for a castle. You can get a castle bloody quick in this game that way. 18 versus 18. Now that's a bit of a problem. All of the people that I'm up against are ranged units, so me holding back, allowing these troops to just rain arrows down to me, that's a real problem. We may actually be in trouble here, guys. Let's get this sword out, see if we can actually do some damage, maybe even distract some of these people. We're doing good damage. They've already got killed. They've got 3 kills already. Come on. I think they're ahead. They are ahead. Oh, we are in trouble. We are hugely in trouble. Oh, dear. That did not go. That very quickly snowballed. I think they killed 3 people before our troops even met theirs in the battlefield, which was, you know, that very quickly goes downhill after that. And of course, because all of our troops probably got damaged as well, they were just so quick to death. And here we are. We are prisoners. We're going to have to bribe our way out of this. I think the biggest problem is that we're not really close to anything to get some troops. This is the nearest town. We're going to try and make our way over. And they've got us again. Oof. They have got us again. We are also slow in forest cover. Normally I like taking the cultural trait to be quicker within the forest. I think that's probably the best cultural trait you can possibly get. But yeah, look at that. Straight back into it. We are in a pickle, guys. 1 versus 5. Can we fight our way out of here? Under my command. And we're injured. We're injured from the last battle. Of course we are. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. How quickly the tables turn. We lost 1 battle and we have been paying out Not good, not good at all. We are screwed. Okay, things can only get better. Things can only get better. This is one hell of a costly loss. But hey, we're getting closer to our city, so that's a good thing, right? Accept the offer. Another 2 grand gone. Where are we going? Why are we? Why were we walking the wrong way? Oh God, this is not cool. I've accidentally spoken to the caravan. We are seriously screwed right now. They've got us again. 1 versus 8. We surrendered. We're not ever going to win that battle. For some reason, our guy started going the wrong way away from that. Is he going to get us again? That is one way to spend 10 grand, isn't it? Wow. What a way to spend 10 grand in Bannerlords. And there's no one to recruit. Good old mercenaries. We'll take them. We'll definitely take them. 6 spearmen. Mighty spearmen. And we lost all of our goodies. That really sucks. We were on a mule. That's why. We was on a mule, which is why we were walking so slow. So we need to change that. Just trying to see if there are better weapons that we might be able to pick up. The weapons that we got at the moment aren't really doing it in that battle. That battle honestly knocked me for 6. Having to pay out 10,000 dinars there. Ouch. Luckily, we could afford it. You know, we had the money in the bank. We're still earning passive income. It's not a huge deal. We have caravans roaming around right now, so we are still going to be doing bits, which is fine. It's disposable income after all, but we need to get better on that battlefield. Gonna try this bow. We're going to get a shield involved as well. We've got a better horse. That way we're going to have a better charge capacity and move faster on that battlefield. Hopefully move faster in the real world too. We need to get ourselves some troops now as well. We've got some mercenaries, but we're going to need some actual troops. We have a point in tactics. I think we're going to go for the top one. I'm just trying to see. We have a focal point as well. I think two-handed weapons is the way to go. I was just saying how much I loved two-handed weapons. We need more points in vigor, though. So we're going to have to wait for us to level up again to put another point in vigor. Yes. Put the shield on. And the bow. No, I think that bow, I think you have to be off horseback, actually. I think I brought the wrong one. I think I brought the wrong horse, but we can always get off and get back on, and depend on what the battle's like anyway. It's better than the polearm we had, and that polearm was shocking. Don't necessarily need them. They're not what we're after here. We're going to leave this tournament. Allow them to play it without us. Gonna need to get my good man back though, because we do not have a surgeon right now, which is problematic. We're still very low on hit points as well. Again, not necessarily good. Let's see if we can hire anyone else. Loads of people. Loads of people for being hired. There we go, back up to 14. I do like Valandian troops. In general, I think Valandian troops are probably the strongest army. I could be wrong. I know loads of people think differently when it comes to Bannerlords, but in my opinion, averaged out, one army versus another army, Valandians, I think, have got the win. They got good archers, good infantry, and very, very good cavalry. Maybe not the best in any one thing, but I think good overall range. Now up to 15 troops. I would like a few more. Keep it around 20, so it's not going to cost us too much. Now, we are going to actually look to upgrade these troops. I'm going to stick at around 20 troops, but we are actually looking to upgrade them. Just to avoid this sort of thing happening again, because that was problematic. And of course, if we're going to upgrade them, we're going to need to level them up. So they're going to need some experience. No, we're still injured. We're still injured from those original battles. So we're going to have to try and play this one smart. We cannot get screwed. Definitely don't want to get captured again. And yeah, we can't use the bow on horseback. Problematic. Lost a couple then. Don't forget, we do not have our companion with us right now. So the whole, making sure the troops don't die and get wounded thing, that's not happening for us right now. So I do need to recall him. Yeah, we lost 5 troops there. Not good. Waste of money. Don't forget, though, if you are going to upgrade, guys, you're going to be wanting to do it in a bulk. You don't want to upgrade 1 or 2 troops here or there. You want to do it all in one go. We are still a minor clan. So our companions haven't died yet. I think we have 3 caravans roaming around, and then we've got our surgeon as well. Now, I'm tempted to have a 4 caravan. I'm literally tempted to have him roaming around as a caravan. But at the same time, you need a surgeon. You need a medic. You need someone that is good with first aid that keeps your troops alive. Because otherwise, you're going to be constantly paying out for more and fresh troops. With a surgeon, that doesn't happen. They become wounded. They heal very quickly. And you heal a lot quicker as well. We got very lucky to find him so early in the campaign, and I'm glad we did. Where even is he? What the hell is he doing up there? He's on a vacation. Why is he on a vacation? And that's a very cold place to go. If we pop into clan, we can find him and actually just recall him, so we don't have to go around looking for him. He's going to come to us, so that works out well. Now, we were in the middle of making a little trade route for ourselves. We're going to have to try and get back to doing that. Have to replace those troops as well, though. Squires. They are good. They are very, very good. Definitely level troops. They don't cost too much. You know what? I think we're going to go for it. Have some mounted soldiers on our side will definitely help things out. Like I said, we've got good passive income coming in, so it's really not too bad. Ah, we are playing campaign mode and not sandbox. And in campaign mode, you do actually get given a ready-made family. I've just stumbled upon the mission to get my brother. Your brother is one of the single best companions you can get in the game. So that's pretty bloody cool. I think working on getting him could be very, very good for us. I think it's been nerfed or changed slightly in the last few months, but he's a very, very good companion, can be used for lots of different things, and it's always helpful having family members. You can marry them off, you can get married, and of course that creates a bigger clan. The bigger your clan, the better. The more power you have, the more lords you have. There we go, we're up to 20 troops. I still want to go down there, but I think we need to come and clear out this hideout first, because if we clear the hideout out, I believe we get access to our family. Now, not only do we get a brother, I think we get 2 other family members too, but they take a while to come of age. You finally arrived. We have to be that you did. I really think it's a really good thing that they've added this into the campaign as well, because without it, and if you just jump straight into sandbox, it can take a long time to get a family. You know, to get a wife, to get children, to have them grow up, to marry them off, and for them to have kids and all of that. But within a campaign, it happens a hell of a lot quicker because you've got like a ready-made family. And of course, you get a younger brother and sister, and it only takes a couple of years for them to come of age, and then you're able to do, you know, marrying them off and them having children as well. So it happens a lot quicker within the campaign than it does the sandbox, and I like that. Now we have chosen our best troops here. This is an easy hideout. This campaign, this little mission run right now, it's always very easy. I like how we got our bow now. It was planned the whole time. So this shouldn't be an easy battle at all. Shouldn't be a hard battle. Should not be a hard battle. Let's see if we actually manage to hit anyone with our bow. They've already killed everyone and they're running off already. My hired spear, my mercenary man. Can't believe we got to that town and there was no one for us to hire. Luckily the tavern had us covered. Kind of makes me want to play Warband again. I used to love Warband. I used to love the mercenaries. You used to be able to hire in Warband as well. We are not hitting anyone as if we're Hawkeye. We're gonna get that. Hey, we did actually do some damage. 41 damage. Totally take that. Hey, and we got another shot off. Maybe we are Hawkeye after all. got the final battle now. We got an option. We can do a one-on-one duel in these situations, or we can just all out it. Now, one-on-one, like I said, guys, I'm not that good, and they don't have a lot of troops. This is going to be an easy fight, so I think we're going to be a bit of a git. Just let the troops handle it. We done 20. Someone done 21 damage to us just then. We don't have the armor. We don't have the weapons. Might as well get your troops to finish that battle for you, eh? Now the good news is with that hideout done, we have completed that mission to get our brother. So we should. Here we go. He does a bit of executing. And now, of course, the man that led us to our brother, we will get to execute now too. Hey, brother, how's it going? Now, unfortunately, he is the only person I would probably ever execute in the game because there's no repercussions for doing so. It's a shame that you can't have a little bit more free will over executions within this game, because I do love the idea of capturing prisoners and executing them. But FYI, that is never a good idea. However, on that bombshell and on the revelation that we have our new family member, we're going to end this episode here, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not already. We do have an active and growing Discord as well. The link can be found down in the description. We've got tons of Bannerlords players in the Discord, actually. But yeah, it'd be really good to see you in the next episode. Until then, take it easy and happy gaming.